What's up, YouTube family? I'm back again with another mukbang video. So if you're new to Leftover Family, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. And y'all see what we finna have today, what we finna jump into. So without further ado, cue the intro, period.
The following film is intended for mature audiences and contains adult content, graphic language, graphic violence. Viewer discretion is advised. We'll leave it up to you.
All right, so I decided to do another mukbang today. I've had a couple people ask me about doing a mukbang again, so I'm doing another one for today. We are having some Jimmy John sub. We got sweet tea and some jalapeno chips. Okay. Now, if y'all don't know about Jimmy John's, y'all finna tell me. Best subs. Subway ain't got ish on them. There's the chips. Excuse me. Let me say grace. We're gonna get to eating. Thank you for the food I'm about to receive. For nourishing my body, because I pray. That this will be nourishing to me in my body. This is my prayer. Amen. All right, y'all. So this is a gargantuan something sandwich. It's not cut. So we got to make it do what it do. Do a thumbnail. Okay. How's everybody doing? And also, y'all, don't fret. I do have a story time. But I'm gonna eat first. And then we'll get story time. Merry Christmas to everybody. I don't know how to eat this damn thing. You know, it's got roast beef, provolone, I think it got ham, turkey, salami, and something else. Something else on here. Vinegar, tomatoes, lettuce, and some onions. I did extra onions. I love some onions. Last time I ordered this, the tea was just made, so they took it upon themselves to bring me a Coke because it was hot tea. At the end of the day, bring me the hot ass tea, okay? I'll put in a nice box. The tea is not giving. It's not giving. Disappointed. Never again I get the tea. So, what y'all eating today? I'm really hungry. Because honestly, I've been eating peanut butter sandwiches all day. This is a real treat. This sub is truly enough for 3 people if you really want 3 skinny people. Huh? Or 3 people don't eat very much. Oh, it needs some jalapenos on it. That's all it needs too. Mm. 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 Damn, that tea is nasty. But I'm thirsty at the end of the day. Sometimes you gotta do what it do. I guess. That wouldn't even fit in my mouth. I feel kind of scared me though, too. If you made it this far through the mukbang without getting, without leaving, without being unappetized, subscribe, please. Thank you. That's it. That's all. Y'all, I thought I've ate a good portion of it. This sounds probably weighs about eight pounds. That's a little heavy. Mm. Mm. So, if y'all live anywhere where there's a Jimmy John's, it's worth it, and they do deliver, and it's fast, quick, and easy. But from my experience, don't get the sweet tea. Get you a fountain drink. Period. Whoever made that tea cannot be black. Whoever made that tea, they probably from up north. Where I live, we get a lot of people who travel to the area for wintertime. We call them snowbirds. And they usually get jobs, because usually down here for like 3 months and they go back up north. But they get jobs, and I think that's one of the ones from north who they can't make tea up north. I'm sorry, y'all, but the best tea I've ever had in my life has been always from the South. I've lived in the North, I lived in the South, I lived in the Midwest, and the dirty South, okay? I've been in the East Coast, West Coast, but the South and the best areas are right around Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, them little small southern states that people don't be considering. Hands down the best tea. And that's on somebody pissy pamper wearing ass grandma. Off my comments gonna say like, nah, you lying. The best tea is on the east. The best tea is up north. Watch. That's gonna be the same person who ain't never been to the South. Guarantee you. No, I'm getting full. I'm gonna save these little chips. The rest of the salad later. Yes, I am that petty. Absolutely. With the way the price is going, inflation. Oh yeah. So again, if you're still here, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Make sure you give this, make sure you subscribe, with your post notifications on. And y'all know what time it is. Story time. Let's get into it. All right, story time. So, of course, y'all know I'm extra with the candles. You know, I like to set the mood, okay? So, I'm gonna take y'all back a few years. I think I was about maybe 5 or 6 years old, even before I started school. As a child, like, I was very, you know, you could tell me something and I believe you. Like, my trust level was through the roof, okay? So my sister and her friend, now mind you, I am the youngest. My sister was riding her bikes with her friends, and for some reason, I always wanted to do everything that they wanted to do. I always wanted, you know, I wanted to be included in the little clique she had with her friends. Anywho, anyway, so they outside riding their bikes. I get on my bike, and I had just learned how to ride my bike and stuff, y'all. I'm still fresh at it. And I see them riding their bikes, and their eyes were closed. I'm like, how do you do that? I was baffled, astonished, amazed. And so I asked them, I said, how you ride your bike with your eyes closed? Well, both of them said, you know, you just get on your bike, close your eyes, it just comes natural. I'm thinking like it's like an instinct, like it's natural to us to have our eyes closed and do things. And I'm like, okay, let me get started. So I got on my bike, I ride my bike, had my eyes shut, and I kept opening them. I was scared, I was nervous, you know. That was that feeling, the angel on your shoulder telling you, you can't do this for real. Stop trying this, quit. But me being so inspirational and, you know, always trusting everything people tell me, and I'm like, okay, I can do it. So I keep trying. And so eventually I gave up and I went inside and did whatever. Well, after her friends left and everything, and I don't know where she was at that point. I think she was at home inside. I went back outside. Oh yeah, because my mom had asked me to go around the block because my aunt lived like on the next street over. So I'm going over to my aunt's house for something. I remember what I was going for. And I'm riding my bike and I'm like, let me try this. Now, mind you, our house was by a field where they had like bulls, cows, horses, all kind of stuff. So there was a street that went down the side of a barbed wire fence. Now you can see the barbed wire fence in the street from the house. So as I got on this road, I'm like, let me close my eyes and ride my bike and try this now. I'm by myself, I can focus more. Child, I closed my eyes, I was riding my bike, and I'm just as happy and as giddy as ever. Next thing I know, I open my eyes and I am like still on my bike, but I am right next to this barbed wire fence. And I got so nervous. I think I overcorrected. I don't know, because that part is kind of like a blur. All I remember was getting up and my arm. So you see the scars right here. You can see the scars. The scar right there, and there's another scar right here. So this is the one right here too. I don't know how to see it, but anyway, my skin was split apart. All I seen was white and red, and I panicked. I threw down the bicycle and I ran home. And for some reason, I went through the back door. Why? I don't recall. That's one thing that I'm astonished and baffled by. Like, why didn't I go through the front door? Why did I go through the back door? So I must have knew where my mom was at. Because when I opened the back door, she was right there in the kitchen. And I held my arm out like this. And just as calm as possible, Mama looked. Oh, it was all she wrote. She didn't pass out nothing, but she went, and instantly she flipped into like, trying to save me, like I was dying. So she grabbed a towel, or she had my sister grab a towel that was wet, and she wrapped my arm up tight to stop the bleeding and stuff. And I don't recall no pain at that point in time. I really don't. I think I was just so traumatized by that just happened. I'm like, I couldn't feel nothing. So she picked me up, or we ran next door, because at the time I can't remember if we didn't have a car, if it was messed up or what had happened. I don't think we had a car at this time. Anyway, went next door to the neighbors, and she's gonna take us. Now, mind you, the neighbor panicking, mom panicking. We in the truck, and she's asking my mom, should I run stoplights and stop signs? And mom's like, I don't know, I guess so. Okay, now mind you, I'm over there kicking. Mind you, I'm telling you, the pain hasn't hit me yet. So I'm just sitting there like, I'm running stoplights, and I'm chuckling under my breath and stuff. Now, the town we stayed in was very, very small, and it was so small that the hospital doors, the emergency room, was locked 24/7. Okay? One of the weird type, cringy hospitals, okay? So we get to the emergency room door, and we're knocking, and they walk, and you can see nurses. I remember fully, I can see nurses and doctors walking past, because the hallway was far, and they didn't see us at the door. So they beat on the door, mom beat on the door trying to get us in and everything else. And they finally open the door and everything. And we go in, I explain to what happened. And they instantly, they're like, okay, well, we need to give you a tetanus shot or something. So, and I'm like, no, because I was scared of needles. Mind you, I'm sitting there with my arm split wide open, okay? And whining about a shot, I was like, it took a few nurses to hold me down. Mind you, I was a pretty big kid. I was tall. Like I was always, I was big size for my age. So it took a few nurses and stuff to hold me down. And then my mom was sitting over there after they gave me a shot and started stitching me up. She over here passing out and shit. I look over, nurses had to put cold towels on her head and, you know, try to, you know, because mom worked in nursing field for a long time. But I guess it's different when you see your own child in trauma with the arm split open like that. Like, I guess it's different. But anywho, anyway. After the hospital, you know, I was cool. Like, I felt sore, but it didn't hurt. Let's just say all that ended the next day because you talking about in pain. I had so much pain. I couldn't even move my arm, and my arm was stuck in one position. And I had it made. I was laying on the couch, kicked back, you know. My sister was being mean to me about something. And I was like, was mom, she being mean to my arm, and mom would jump on her. It was funny. Listen, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, I used that to my advantage the whole time. And I think I was probably down for maybe like a week or two. I can't remember, but it was a while. It hurt for a while. But yeah, that's how I ended up with these scars on my arm. I do not suggest that anybody rides a bike with their eyes closed. But that's all I have for today. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.